listening to Nasty Knuckles, the Hockey Outlaws podcast, with your hosts, Derek Nasty Settlemyre and former Philadelphia Flyer enforcer, Riley Cote, as they go behind the scenes with your favorite NHL players. Time to face off.
Welcome back. What's happening, Nasty?
What's up, Rigarelli? A little chilly out there.
A little chilly.
You got your vest on?
I got the old vestibule on. Ready to go.
Vestibule.
There's going to be an ice box in here this morning.
But had the heat going for you. Baller opened the door, left it open for 20 minutes. The stew's a little chilly.
It's a little nippy.
It's all right. A little nippalai habibulin. Listen, how was your weekend?
Pretty strong weekend.
Really?
Yeah. The old Thanksgiving weekend. You know, it's kind of working off the old...
Oh, did you actually eat?
Salad that I had on
a couple
Thursday.
Pieces of turkey in it, or were you not allowed?
Couple green beans.
Just a couple green beans.
Couple root vegetables.
Green bean casserole. It could be the grossest fucking thing I've ever seen.
I don't do that. No,
I don't even eat green beans.
No?
I have to mix them into something.
You potato guy?
I had sweet potato.
Yeah.
That I made myself.
Healthiest choice
I made myself a little Thanksgiving dinner. Elvis went to his grandparents, so I was sitting here watching football.
There you go.
And some highlights and stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then made myself a little...
Sounds a little lonely.
I was feeling really good, man. I'm just going to tell you. I was feeling really good.
Into a little,
there was no one.
Gummy.
I might have mixed a gummy or two in there. Then I decided I had gone to Acme and got some food, made it up. It was so good,
Oh,
dude.
man. Traditional Thanksgiving.
Yeah, all by myself. Down in the cave. Had the phone here, TV, the other TV going. Just seeing shit. It was awesome. It was a hell of a Thanksgiving.
It's a dream for someone.
It felt like a dream. It was almost like reading a magazine.
Oh, man. Do you have a little stuffing?
I'm not even going to. I didn't stuff anything. A little dry there. No stuffing. But anyway, glad you had a good time. The girls enjoy themselves.
Yeah, they did.
Good. Did you let them have a little treat?
Oh, yeah. They had 2 Thanksgivings, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, of course they did. That's good. Good for them.
Overfed.
Yeah.
Oversugared.
I was going to say, they got some shug night. Overactive. Up till 1 a.m. You didn't even know.
They were buzzing.
Because you were asleep.
Yeah, right. I woke up and they were just jumping off the walls.
Spider monkeys.
Weren't you supposed to be sleeping?
Spider monkeys, man. I can't wait to see them again. We give them a little Mountain Dew or Red Bull or something.
No, stay away.
Get them going. Man, not a whole lot going on, but Flyers had a couple games, but I just wanted to touch on real quick last night in Calgary. Columbus came to town, their first meeting. Well, in Calgary, their first meeting. Obviously, they met last week, but man, what an emotional night.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, the whole family was there, the Gaudreau family, Guy, and it was just, you know, it's hard to watch, but it was also warmed your heart a bit to see the. I mean, obviously the love we know is there. I thought it was really cool. Rasmus Anderson scored the first goal. As soon as he scored, he pointed up to the Gaudreau family because he was really tight. Him and Sean Monahan were probably his 2 best friends, and along with Backlund as well, the captain of Calgary. But man, it just, you know, watching Monahan take, you know, they're posing for the face-off, and he's broken down. You know, obviously, and it kills you to see. But it was also just a lot of love, you know. And Guy did an interview post game with Backlund and Anderson, and it was just, he did so well. Like, obviously he could speak. I mean, but he was a really good interview, and you know, Anderson was breaking down, listening to him talk. But I don't know if Baller could throw a piece of that up. But it was really cool.
You know, at center ice when I dropped the puck. Backs here and Monahan are both bawling. I'm crying. I'm like, how are they going to play a hockey game? I couldn't barely get up the stairs, but these are tough guys and they're great hockey players, and I'm proud of them. And John's looking down at them.
Yeah, I love how they keep doing this stuff just to keep the spirits up for Well, the family, obviously,
Right.
But just keeping the spirit of Johnny alive, right,
Yep.
and well, because obviously he's a huge part of the NHL and
Yep.
both of these teams, and obviously the family's gone through a hard time, and
Yep.
keeping Guy around and just keeping him on the ice and around
Right.
the guys, it's got to be huge for his spirit, as challenging as it's been. But beautiful
awesome.
display of love and kindness, and just the gathering together and sticking together. So,
that's he
Love that
said he said in the post game interview there that he did with them that these guys had to play a hockey game with heavy hearts,
No kidding.
and so he said I could barely walk up the steps getting back up to the the suite, and these guys got to play a game. But anyway, Calgary did a tremendous job. Columbus did as well a week or so ago. Still missing the boys, him and Matty and Tony as well.
Right, no doubt.
Obviously. But anyway, very, very well done by Calgary.
Yeah.
And just a side note, Riggs, that new arena's not done yet. I know I told you.
The new Saddle Dome.
I don't know if anyone remembers, but
man.
Riggs thought that it was going to be built with.
Well, I just thought they had some new
3
updated
weeks.
technology. See, there were the buildings in China, it's like popping
That
up,
quick?
like 100-story buildings in a week.
That's impressive. I wouldn't take an elevator up to the 10th floor, let alone
Might be a little bit of a
floor.
stretch, but
Okay,
I just
okay.
thought they were, the Canadian builders were a little more savvy than.
Yeah. I
Taking
would
2 years to build a $1 billion rink. I mean,
They used that arena in 1980. The Olympics. That's how old it is. But it's a cool barn,
It is a
though,
cool
man.
barn,
It
yeah.
really is. It really is to watch a game in. Anyway, moving on. Flyers.
buzzing.
Buzzing right now. 7-2-1 in their last 10. Won 3 straight. Went to the Rangers game on Black Friday.
Yeah, they played a hell of a
Talk
game.
about buzzing.
Oh yeah,
That first period.
they were all over.
Holy cow. And I hate to say it, but the Rangers just looked disinterested, and they've looked that way. I think they've dropped 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, they're having a tough go.
And I can't figure it out. And they got a great goalie.
He actually played.
He was
hell of a,
unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was thinking, like, if the Flyers get another one here, a third goal, you might see Quickie.
Yeah.
Quickly, but no pun intended. But
Hmm.
last night, this kind of the same thing happened to him, and they never pulled it. But anyway, it was Flyers played great. Third period, Rangers came around a little bit, but that's going to happen in a 60-minute game.
Yeah.
But the Flyers played really well. Fedotov played well again. Just looking stronger and stronger in the pipes.
Yeah.
And
You
then,
got like Bobby Brink stepping his game up, getting chances.
he was buzzing.
He's buzzing, man.
It's funny because I remember when he was first coming in. Not saying people were saying, "Oh, he's not that fast," and he's quick.
He finds those little
quick,
areas and he gets in them.
and he explodes,
Yeah.
and he looked really good.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did in the offseason, but he's quicker this year.
He
is quicker.
definitely
Yeah.
looks it. He looks
He
it.
does. I think he's finding his stride. I feel like these last, maybe not the Nashville game, but these last 2,
Yeah.
he's involved. He's getting
Yes.
scoring opportunities.
Their line's
he's
been
he's
playing
producing the energy. I think all the lines are going pretty
Yeah,
damn well.
they are, but I mean, he was noticeable. That
Oh, he
line was
for
noticeable.
sure. Bringing the energy. He's
yeah,
playing
for
the game
sure.
with some pace.
And then, going into St. Louis back to back, we'll talk about Jim Montgomery in a few minutes, but gave the Blues their first loss under him. Although it was in OT. Alexei Kolozov, holy cow, man, he played unbelievable. He had 25 saves. I think he was the number 1 star of the game. Matvei, 2 points, game-winning goal in OT. Looked like he was going to get caught. Parenko, one of his strides equals 3 of
right.
anyone
No
else on the
kidding.
ice. He almost caught him, but Matvei went to that backhand, as we call it at PHC 2014's the Rocco Shuffle, because that's his move. But
What about Matvei's dish though?
yes.
Talk about that. What do you call that?
I mean, you call that a little nasty vish.
Nasty Vish, I
Like
guess
me
so.
on the court, maybe? I don't know.
Talk about patience too.
Oh,
I mean,
my
even
God.
slowing down from the blue line in and creeping in. Like,
Yeah.
you talk about like high level patience there.
That was a hell of a play.
How would you have handled that situation?
I probably would have dumped it in and changed, but
Soft chip in the corner.
Yeah. Go get it,
Let's go,
Tip.
boys.
Tip, go get
Tippy,
it.
go get it.
No, but he made a hell of a play, and Falk's coming back, and I don't think he knew what to do, and Matvei, like
he
you
laid
said,
down and just made him look silly.
the patience, man. It just you just hope this keeps snowballing for Matvei. And one thing I did want to bring up was the line of Tip, Frosty, and Matvei.
Yeah.
can we leave it alone? Just let them play because they've looked pretty damn good, man.
Yeah.
It seemed to have woken up Tip a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Not that, you know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
just,
he's a
he needs a little
more
boost, I
involved
think.
and getting maybe some more opportunities.
Yeah, and I think Frosty's skill level.
Yeah.
And I think with Matvei's obviously high skill level, they probably see the game the same way.
Exactly, they think the same way to some degree.
I just like to see them stick together. I do like when TK and Matvei are out there in overtime though, because they
What
seem
an
to
epic
click
back
too.
check.
I know.
I know. TK there.
I know. Unbelievable.
That should be a clip to show all the kids out there.
You should show it at one of your training
tomorrow night.
sessions. There you go.
Tomorrow night.
Did you guys see that stat about Michkov in overtime?
No.
He
Share it.
So against St. Louis, that was his third career overtime goal.
Yep.
He became the fourth teenager in NHL history to have 3 overtime goals. Kovalchuk, Nash, and Crosby.
Wow. And he's
Not bad company, Riggs.
And some tells me he's going to have another 1 or 2 or 3.
Well, his birthday's next week.
Oh, it has
He
to be
turns
18.
20.
Oh,
No pressure.
no pressure. Flyers, go to
do it
OT.
tomorrow.
Go to OT.
Let's do it.
man.
Let's do it tonight. Sorry, against Florida.
Yeah.
Anyway, boys are buzzing. Just keep it going. Lots of other little things I wanted to touch on with you. We just kind of talked about the Rangers a little bit. Dropped 5 of their last 6. Lavi in hot water. It's only his second season. Man.
I would say so. They don't look good. The wheels are falling off the carriage there. I mean, the Flyers game, that was the one I watched the most of in the last, obviously the 5.
Yeah.
But they don't manage the puck well. There's no intensity. Again, if they didn't have the goaltending there, man,
yeah.
I don't know what that would look like. But
I will say this. I did talk to someone close there, and not saying too much, but it's not good in the room right now either.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see that. I
Yeah,
translate onto the ice,
for
right?
sure.
Like,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I that's a quick trigger to get rid of like Lavi. I hope they don't do that because we both
it's
like
the
Lavi.
easy trigger, right? It's kind of just the way it goes. Like
Yeah, you're right.
But,
and Baller, you were talking about earlier trade rumor with the Rangers.
Well, Elliott said that the Rangers front office kind of texted in the GM thread that everybody has, all the GMs around the league, that Kreider and Trouba are available.
I saw that.
That's some pretty big names over there.
That's what I wanted to say. I didn't want to. I'm glad you said that. So it's out there a little bit, but I heard that there's some issues there.
Yeah.
And dude, Kreider's been one of their best players, obviously, for a while. And things don't seem too hunky dory.
Yeah.
And that has a lot. If there are issues in your locker room with a player, that definitely can translate onto the ice.
Oh, always does.
And hopefully Lavi can corral everyone and get them going. And because usually, we told a joke like he said when he came to Philly, we were kind of helping him move in and set his stuff up, and he's like, well, we'll probably be doing the reverse in about 3.5 years. I usually get 3 to 3.5 years, and then I'm gone. And sure enough, it's kind of a coach's shelf life normally.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before, but don't wish that on him because he's a good dude. He's great to both of us, and I don't want him to be better than the Flyers, but I'd like for him to turn around a little bit. They're a fun team to watch. You know?
It's actually hard to believe that they're in that situation. I would have never thought.
It really is. But I'll tell you what, TK went flying by Trouba the other day like he was standing still.
Yeah.
TK's fast. I mean, I'm not trying to say that.
TK's game's on our level right now.
It's good right now. It's really good.
He's
We're gonna
buzzing.
Keep
He's
it
always
going.
buzzing, but he's got another level here.
So last week you were just giving it to the Penguins. They've won 4 straight.
I know. It's got them going.
Every time.
Woke them up.
You woke the Pens up. They've won 4 straight.
They're back.
They're actually in those 4 games they've averaged 4 goals or more, and their power play is kicking at 30 plus over 30%.
Yeah.
So obviously that's going to help. So you got to score goals. Keep them out of your net. But they almost blew a game last night. They blew a lead to Florida, but they ended up winning the game. Brian Rust came down on 2-1 in overtime and looked off. Carlson just buried it. So they end up winning, but they've won 4 straight, so I'm sure they're happy. Maybe you want to say something negative.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm kidding. We were just telling the truth, honestly. They were struggling big time, but they've won 4 straight. See what happens.
Yep.
Patrick Laine finally back.
Yes.
Made his debut last night in Montreal, and he looked pretty sick in that uni, man.
Yeah, he
like
did.
It looked good
He
on
looked
him.
ready to rock.
He did, and he didn't disappoint. He scored a goal. Huge ovation for him before the game and during the game, and we were watching the post game, and I thought it was really cool, and you as well, him just saying how grateful he was, and he was kind of taken back by he goes, I don't really deserve it. I haven't done anything, but he said he was humble.
Yeah, exactly. No, I loved his energy. I love that interview. Actually, it was pretty. It was just it was what was necessary. I think
Right.
Seeing his gratitude and just his excitement coming back in Montreal, just like the fans. People don't realize like how much something that does, how much something like that does for a player.
Yes.
Like the impact it has on raising this guy's spirits. I
Yes.
mean, you talk
Especially
about
him.
tough start. Yeah, to
Yeah.
him and his situation, tough start in a tough city.
Right.
Coming back and getting that type of energy and love. You could see like he's like I don't even know. He didn't even know how to really respond
Right.
to it. He's kind of snickering, but what a hell of a player. Nice to see him come back. I know it's been a go for him.
He's a guy that can put 40 in the net easily,
yeah.
and I think it helps with something like that.
Totally does.
Now, Montreal can turn too quickly. We know that.
Well, yeah.
They can.
You have
but,
one off game, you're done.
Yeah.
You're back in the doghouse.
They whistle. They don't boo. They whistle.
Yeah, right.
But no, it was pretty cool to see. Snipe too. I don't know who was beside the net, but someone was beside the net. If he missed the net and hit him, it might have killed him. I don't think the guy saw it. There was a forward net front, like for and he just snapped that thing.
Oh,
God,
he's got
can
a
he
heavy
shoot
release,
a
man.
puck,
Leans
man.
into that thing.
Buffalo.
Oh god.
The other way.
What's Lindy
Way
saying?
to go. Way to go. Lindy called. He goes, you tell this Riley Cote, I'm coming out of retirement.
Says that's it.
He wants to go.
Oh man.
He wants to
He
chuck
wants a
him.
piece of this?
He said, tell him to shave the beard.
He might
and
actually
we're
have a
going.
shot. I'm $1.85.
No,
Lindy's
you both are pretty
creeping
lean.
on 75.
You both are pretty lean, but holy cow, man! They come off that trip, that West Coast trip, and they've dropped 4 straight. They were up 4-0 last night. Now it's against the Avs, but dude,
blow their
they
playoff
scored
shots?
so they're 4-1.
Just blow their playoff
They're back and forth.
expectations.
These guys are like a yo-yo, man. They're messing with they're playing with your emotions,
Oh, they are.
emotional damage.
Oh,
man.
emotional damage, up and down.
They have a 4-0 lead last night. They're just cruising. Colorado gets a goal, and then they go into the third. They're down 4-1. They score 4 unanswered, 5-4 at home in Buff. Scott Wedgwood, who was just picked up, right?
Wedgie.
Wedgie comes in, stops all 22. In Colorado, they were saying that I haven't seen a ton of their games, but I've seen a few, and they said they've actually been having some goaltending issues. And Wedgwood came in, stopped 22. They get the win. Maybe he's the guy they're going with now. I don't know.
Here we gotta bring the Dominator back.
No, you mean in Buffalo?
In Buff, yeah.
I got one of his beers. I got one. Someone
Yeah?
gave it to me. I think I bought it in Buffalo. I think I got it in Buffalo last year. But anyway, also quickly, shout out to our boy Jimmy Montgomery, 3-0-1 since he's been with the Blues. That one loss in overtime to the Flyboys, like we said. But he's got them playing pretty well. And actually, to be honest, Boston's playing a bit better too. They've won a few. I think they're 3-1 under Joe Sacco. So good for Joe, former Flyer, good dude. Toronto, real quick shout out, Chief, 8-2 in their last 10. Matthews came back.
Boys
Man,
are buzzing.
He actually threw a couple body checks. Now, he's a big
guy. Dude, yeah.
I mean, that's not his game, but I kind of liked seeing it the other night. Wall and Stoley.
She's Stoley rocking the shades there after the game.
Dude, how about
cool is that?
That was cool. I tell you what, though, they're playing well, man, and both goaltenders are playing well for Chief, and Toronto's in first place. So, also, Baller brought this to my attention, and I watched the game. Lil Jizzy, Jack Hughes, Steve Valiquette,
all over him.
In between periods,
Didn't like it.
I guess he's getting killed, poor guy, on social media. But the guy tried to score a goal. Like, he's not the first guy to ever do the Forsberg, or you call it the Yager. Yogs used to say that I did it first, and he actually went to YouTube and showed me him doing that goal because he's like, everybody calls it the Forsberg.
Yeah.
But that's what everybody calls it, so I'll say the Forsberg. Valiquette says he's trying to embarrass him. He's slowed down. He's just trying to score a goal.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Like, really?
It's nonsense. What a
Instagram
comment.
hockey, Riggs.
Instagram hockey. Could you imagine saying something like that? Like, you got a high-level elite player with ultra, creative expression coming down like that, and is trying to score, and you're getting ripped on and trying to embarrass the goalie. Has that ever been said before? Like,
I was just when Baller showed it to me, I'm like, you almost think he's kidding.
Yeah.
Like
that bothered you? Like,
I don't know, Steve. Like, I remember him as a player, but that's really shocking.
Yeah. I don't know what it's like to have talent like these guys have, but what I do know is that they have creative freedom to do. You know what I mean? Like, in their mind, they're taking whatever is there based on the pressure that they got, and whatever they see. Like, could you imagine assuming that a high-level player would come down on a breakaway
and think
in that moment to try and embarrass an NHL goaltender?
No. You don't think it doesn't
It would
happen
never.
like that.
It's just like a
What
ridiculous.
if he would have just snapped at 5-hole and scored? Would that have been better? Or would he have been embarrassing him by going 5-hole?
Well, that's it, right? I think these are comments that unfortunately crush people's credibility. It's like it's a tough like.
Or
he's
just trying to get some clicks.
Well, yeah, it's probably clickbait.
I don't know, but no, seriously, I'm like I don't know him, so I'm not shitting on the guy. But I was shocked.
It's a silly comment,
I was shocked by that comment for real. Wanted to talk quickly, Riles, about Snider Hockey.
Absolutely. New partner for Nasty Knuckles.
Yes.
Happy to bring them on board. We've supported them
sure.
for years.
Yes.
So looking forward to collaborating on some events, some giveaways. Stay tuned for more updates, but a great partner.
Yes.
Obviously, Ed Snider, the founder of the foundation. Clearly, what they've done with hockey in Philly and with inner city kids and providing access to equipment and ice, just and education too.
Yes,
the big thing
yes,
is the education piece, right? It's all of the above. So what a program! They've done a hell of a job.
Yes.
We've always supported Snider and Snider Hockey. Now we're supporting them on a different level and getting more involved with them. So excited,
pretty cool,
excited.
man.
It'll be an interesting little partnership, and stay tuned for more events and updates, giveaways. Make a difference in the lives of Philadelphia's youth by joining the roster. Ed Snider Youth Hockey and Education's monthly giving program. Your support provides under-resourced youth with access to hockey, academic guidance, and life skills development, all at no cost to them. By becoming a member, you'll help shape a brighter future for student athletes, empowering them both on and off the ice. Plus, enjoy special perks like exclusive Wells Fargo Center event access and flyers, memorabilia giveaways. Visit sniderhockey.org today and become part of the roster.
Also, quickly, Riggs, you have some mindfulness clinics coming up here.
So, all the mindfulness clinics that I've been doing,
Yep.
Mind Champ, a brand under Mind Champ, bouncing around different rinks. Well, now we got a home base.
Where's
home base
that?
clinic. Ice Line with Method Hockey.
Nice.
Thursday night, so starting today.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing the mindfulness piece and an off ice, so mostly playing away from the puck, checking. Obviously there's going to be pucks involved, but just the hockey IQ,
right.
the reading of the plays, knowing the reads, but just kind of merging both of these worlds. But now every Thursday we'll be at Ice Line, Method Hockey. And teaching all the things I've been teaching. Again, the mindfulness piece is a huge part of my role in being a coach and teaching hockey. Is really, it's the mindset piece, right? I mean, as we know, we can train the body, the physical body, get faster, bigger, stronger, skills, shooting. It's between the ears. How many guys have you seen, disappear or never have a standing chance because they couldn't piece it together upstairs? So. Yeah. It's a big part of it. The mental health thing is obviously a major issue with the kids and distractions and phone.
Yeah, I think you may need to bring me in every other Thursday for a little skills action as well. Just show the boys the middies.
Show the patience. Yeah,
show the patience.
The backdoor pass like Mitchie.
No, I think you're just slow.
Yeah.
It's not so much patience. No,
He's
but that's awesome,
skating
man.
as fast as he could.
I was going as fast as I could.
Yeah. So So hope to see.
Awesome.
Maybe some of you listeners out there.
Yeah,
check
get out
it out.
there.
Maybe we got to get you
Check
and
it out.
Albie out there. We need a tender now and then. Get some
would
rips.
love to
get some
do it,
reps.
especially on Thursdays. That's about besides his privates with George Bozak, that's his only day off, really.
Just what you need. Another night at the rink. Just
I'm
drive,
used to it,
drive
buddy.
an hour. But...
I retire from hockey and I'm still in a rink every day.
Oh yeah.
So no.
Probably spending more time there.
Yeah, I
somehow.
probably do. But that's awesome. Everybody check that out for sure.
Yeah. So Ice Line Method Hockey starting today.
Yes.
5-7 off
So
ice,
you won't
on
be at
ice.
the game tonight. I'll be there to
Nope,
cover it.
won't be
Baller will
there.
probably be upstairs rocking out
Making
like
deals.
he normally does. Yep.
Getting inside scoops. From
I don't
GMs.
think a lot of things people don't know is it's crazy. Danny actually is texting Baller during the game. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? Baller's got a lot. He's got a lot of impact there.
It's showing.
What is
Production
it?
is
7-2
improved.
and 1 in the last
That's
10. It ain't by coincidence.
That's right. That's right.
Also, Rouse, quickly just wanted to touch on, by the time this comes out, the rosters will be announced for the Four Nations tournament. And we heard there's a few Flyers going to be involved.
Inside scoops?
Yeah,
Nice.
Travis Konechny and Travis Sanheim.
Yeah, congrats.
Yes, big congratulations, man. That's a huge, huge honor.
Yes, it is.
To play for Team Canada. I'm sure they're pumped.
Oh, yeah.
And then also your boy. For Finland, we have Rasmus Ristolainen and
Yeah,
Risto.
Yeah.
Big
Congrats.
Risto. Congrats, brother. That's awesome, man. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's a big thrill for him as well.
Absolutely. I mean, all three of those guys have elevated their game. Obviously, Sanny and TK, just another dimension. But Risto, in my opinion, looks a lot better. He
played
seems to be
well
more
this year.
confident and using his size and getting involved. So
Yeah.
congrats
That's
to all
awesome,
three of
man.
those guys.
Yeah, still pulling
Epic
for the
tournament.
Americans, oh baby.
Yeah.
Sorry, Riggs. You've been here long enough. You should convert.
I'm trying. I'm trying to legally convert right now.
Okay, good. All right.
As these leaks come out, Chris Johnston reported last night that Team USA, there's no Tage Thompson, there's no Cole Caulfield.
Wow.
It's kind of
Whoa.
surprising
That's some
to
goal
me.
scoring
Yeah,
right
right?
there. But it's Billy G, man. He likes he likes big. I don't know who's going to make the team, but he does like.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're going with some of their older vets, Trocheck, Kreider, Brock Nelson.
Yeah.
Finish out the bottom six.
A little more grit.
Yeah.
A little more.
Play a little heavier
heavier
game.
game. Yeah. Not surprised.
Man, Tage Thompson's a little bit of a surprise, though. God, he can score.
Scored
Yeah.
2
I know, he's a
goals
big
in the
body.
first 6 minutes last
Yeah,
night.
I know he
right.
did.
Came into that game a little ticked off.
Yeah.
He didn't make the team, sounds
I
like.
think sounds like it. Wow. Yeah, but
Tage.
anyway, hey, you got to trust Billy G. Got
That's
to trust
it.
him.
Good trust the
USA,
man.
baby.
Good trust the man.
Actually, just got some breaking news. Tyler Seguin out the next 4 to 6 months with hip surgery.
Oh, that's a
got
tough diagnosis.
20 points in 19 games this year.
Oh,
I would
Before
say I know
Christmas?
who's pushing that
Oh, geez.
surgery, but I'm not going to say it.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. That's terrible, man. Fuck, that's too bad. 4 to 6. Jeez.
months.
Must be bad.
Well, yeah, you're dipping in the
if
hips
you're having to go
mid-season,
now,
that's a
mid-season,
season ender.
that's a tough blow to them, to the Stars.
blow.
Wow.
Yep.
Thanks for that update, Baller. He's got everything. Baller.
Got the feed live and active.
Ball diggity. You know what, Riggs?
What's up, Nast?
I think we should have Baller do some magic and just maybe take us over to Pracky.
Little time warp.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go, Baller.
What's up, baby?
Bees, what's up, man? A couple goofy questions for you real quick. First of all, how's your fantasy football team doing?
Not good, but I did knock off the first seed last week, Coots. So I'm not going to make the playoffs this year, but that definitely felt good.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
all right.
Sure. So if our good friend Gritty was a roommate for a week, what ground rules would you lay?
For Gritty, definitely like a 10 o'clock curfew.
There's a lot of control.
Yeah, after 10 it's not good.
It gets a little hairy.
Yeah, I don't know how many ground rules we'd have. I think just a nice curfew. We'll go for a nice dinner.
Yeah.
A couple of drinks, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I like
Cool.
it. It's good strategy.
I got a question for you, Bees. If the team had a band, what instrument would you play, and who would be the lead singer?
Ooh. Lots will probably have to be the lead singer.
Yeah.
He's got a nice voice.
Does he?
I'd like to see myself like on the drums or something. I think I could do a pretty good job.
No tarp, right? No tarp. You got to go no shirt.
Yeah, definitely no sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Who on the team would last the longest on the show The Bachelor?
Ryan Paling, and it's not even close. We actually have told him he actually needs to like apply to be on the show.
Really? Eh?
Oh,
He
that's
would be
great.
He'd win. He
Oh,
legit would
my
win.
God.
It doesn't
man.
even matter the girl. He would win.
Yeah, man. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
You're standing here with us. Now you just pay attention here now. You better be glad I didn't sneak up back there and fucking scare the shit out of you. Hey, Frosty, quick couple questions here, big boy. How's your fantasy football team doing?
Tip and I are in a win and you're in situation right now,
Cool.
going into the last week, and there's a couple guys that are on the brink. But we got to take down Beezer this week. So
Ooh, he had a big upset last week, I heard.
he did, but the projections don't look too friendly for him. So
Okay,
we'll see.
okay.
All right. Like to hear that. So if you had Gritty as a roommate for a week, what ground rules would you lay?
Oh God, that's a wild question.
Speaking of gritty,
As
Yeah,
a
I know,
roommate,
right?
yeah, there he is. I feel like I live with a bunch of gritties sometimes. Anyway, I don't know. I think a lot of the dancing and the excessive stuff would probably have to go. I like my chill time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The peace and quiet
Yeah.
and the no dramatics.
I don't know if he's got that in him though.
No,
Yeah,
I
he's-
agree.
He's got a ton of energy. So
he's got a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's in him now.
If you guys put together a band, what instrument would you play, and who would be the lead singer?
the lead singer is for sure Ryan Paling.
Okay.
He's got a beautiful voice, wonderful voice. Let's see. I could see someone like Sanny being on guitar, maybe.
Okay. What about
I'm
you?
gonna go. I think Beezer's gonna be on the drums. I'm gonna be on the like triangle tambourine.
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
percussions.
Yeah.
There you
yeah,
go.
I like
All
it.
right, I like
Little
that.
stuff.
Little djembe. Maybe
Yeah.
Ron's bring that up for
That's
us.
what I'm gonna go. I don't know.
Anyone on the team who's on the show The Bachelor, who would win?
Ryan Paling's got to be up there.
It's popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cam York would have a shot, but it could get a little dicey there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll go with Pales.
Okay.
All right, last one. Which one of your teammates would give the worst Christmas present?
Bobby Brick.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
Oh, man,
That's awesome.
great.
All
Or,
right.
I'll put Forrester in there.
Oh, yeah?
So
Okay.
Bobby's not left alone.
Yeah.
One of those two dummies.
Oh, man. All right, brother.
All right,
Thanks,
appreciate
brother.
you.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, dude. Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Sandy, what's up, brother? First of all, congratulations. So proud of you, man.
Thank you.
4 Nations. It's got to be a little bit exciting. Maybe a lot of
excitement.
excitement, but congratulations, brother. Quick questions, no big deal, but how's your fantasy football team doing?
I'm in first place.
Oh, not a
Yeah,
big deal.
yeah, all right,
Not a big
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for a bye. I got to win this week to get a bye.
All right.
All right, a little bit of a tough one here. If you had Gritty as a roommate for a week, what ground rules would you lay?
No shaving.
No shame. That's a great one, actually.
Yeah.
That's probably the number one.
Okay.
Obviously, he's not going to talk because he can't talk, so that's good.
What about his dramatics? Are you happy with how intense he is? Or?
Yeah, he'd be good. He'd be a lot of energy. I mean, we'd have to settle him down at night a little bit.
Little
Wind
curfew.
him down a little
Beezer
bit,
said
yeah.
curfew.
Yeah, curfew
Yeah.
for sure. But I think shaving's the main one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I love that.
If you guys put a band together, What instrument would you play, and who would be the lead singer?
Well, I wouldn't be the singer. I know that. I don't know what instrument. Not. I couldn't do much.
You're a percussionist?
I'll try the guitar. I'm gonna go
Okay.
guitar.
All right.
Guitar. Singer. Let's go with Scotty Lawton.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
I've heard him
Couple
sing
guys.
before.
All right.
Heard,
All right.
yeah, we've heard he's got a great
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Also heard Pales has a pretty good voice
Pales
too.
does? All right.
Yeah. We're on the street anyway.
That's what we're
I
on the
haven't heard
street.
it.
Yeah.
We got 2 more questions here. One of your teammates would last the longest on The Bachelor.
Pales.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it
That's
seems pretty
great.
consistent.
That's great. What's the wind song in the luck
For win song,
Yeah.
Chattahoochee.
Chattahoochee? Yeah. Okay.
Has that been all year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
It's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Old school.
It's got a good video to it too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it online.
I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Here with Big Sam. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Couple goofy questions for you. First one: are you on a fantasy football team this year? Did you do that?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm kind of picking it up though. So next year, I think I'm entering the draft.
Okay,
Feeling
all
it
right.
out.
Yep.
See how it
Nice.
goes. Yeah.
Nice.
So if Gritty was your roommate for a week, what ground rules would you lay?
There is no curfew.
Oh, no curfew.
I love it. We can
I like
stay
it.
out. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
It's probably good for him.
yeah,
The energy out.
and I think also you got to put the. I feel like a lot of American they walk around naked in their like hotel rooms. You got to put some underwear on.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Big one.
I like
Everybody
that.
ran around. We had an outdoor game when I was equipment manager here, and he flew around the lake outdoor with
Yeah.
everything
Nothing
on. It
on
was one of
it.
the funniest things I've ever seen. I wasn't even watching the game. I was watching this guy run around. If you guys put a band together, what instrument would you play, and who would be the lead singer?
Ooh, I want to be on the drums. I feel like I
like
could
it.
do that. Lead singer, we got a lot of good voices in here. I think Garney. I think you like
nice.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
The stage
Sounds
presence,
good.
I can see that.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Which one of your teammates would last the longest on The Bachelor?
I think Yorkie would want to be on the Bachelor.
Okay, all right.
So I'll go with him. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
Nice.
all
All right. All right. You had a few guys say Paling,
Yeah.
and Yorkie was brought up as well.
Yeah.
It's Christmas time's coming up.
Yeah.
Who would give the worst gift?
Worst gift. I think there's a lot of guys who would give nice gifts around here, but I think Scotty might because he'll do something to kind of like slide it at you a little bit, like he gets you a little bit. So
Yeah.
he might be up there.
All right. That's a good one. All right,
right.
brother. We appreciate your time, man.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you very much, guys.
All right, good luck. Take care.
Thanks for
See you
joining.
soon. Appreciate you.
Love you.
All right, that was fun. Heading
That
over
was
to
fun.
Skate Zone, bring back some memories.
See the boys.
Oh yeah.
Not bad. Big Tilly later on tonight, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what time it is, Riggs?
I believe I do.
Well, it's time for Clear Questions.
Ooh.
Brought to you by Clear Rum. Go to clearrum.com/shop. Riggs, you got to put in Nasty 2023, and you get 35% off of your order. PA residents only. Baller, what do you got?
What's up, boys? Leading us off today, we got Lefty Aces over on Twitter.
Lefty.
Lefty wants to know, should the Flyers gauge interest on Ersson and continue to use Fedotov and Coley for goalie, or should they look to use one of them as trade bait?
Right now, I wouldn't mess with too much just because they're playing well. I still think Sam's your number one. That's
Yeah.
my opinion. Both goalies we just talked about earlier have played really well.
Yep.
I think you wait a while because if someone else gets hurt,
Well,
they're
that's
obviously waiting for Sam to get healthy. There's no reason to rush him now.
That's
if
it.
it's lower body, I believe. If it's his growing, you want to let him get well,
Yeah.
right? So I would hold off on any of that at this point. That's just me.
That's the way I see it too. They're both playing well. Obviously, Sam's working his way back, and things happen. Things
Yeah.
break down quickly. So having that extra goaltender around is certainly helpful and necessary. And I think it'll shake itself out,
Right.
As it should. When Sam's back, and however the rest of it plays out, but. So I would just keep rolling the way it is.
Yeah.
Get these guys games and confidence, and let them win and
Right.
have success. And then whenever he's back and ready, again, this just stuff shakes itself out naturally. And
Yeah.
And then if you have a situation with 3 absolutely healthy guys, well, then you have to make some hard decisions.
Right.
But until you get to even near that, I'm not sure there's really.
I think we are near that.
Yeah.
We record this on Wednesday. There are little sprinkles and rumors Sam may start Thursday against the Panthers. So let me ask you guys, would you look to carry 3 goalies because the other 2 are playing well? Or, we've kind of heard Kolosov doesn't want to play in the AHL. Do you risk that? Or maybe there's conversations already he will accept an assignment? Or do you just carry 3?
That's a great point. I'm almost, at this point, lean into carrying 3.
Yeah.
Especially if he's not willing, which you'd hope by now. The writing's on the wall. This is a great place to be. If you got to go down and play some games, things happen quickly.
Yeah, exactly. He's
just like they did.
Exactly. He's already experienced that once. But also, when Sam comes back, just to have 2 other healthy goalies around is
not a bad
necessary,
thing.
right? Exactly, because Go's coming back from injuries. You're not up to exactly your pace of play, and little things lingering, this and that, and who knows how it goes to have 2 healthy goalies,
right?
In the pipe there is in my opinion important at that time. And then again, if they get to a point where all 3 of them are fully healthy, and they got to make a decision.
Right.
A tough one.
That's a tough one.
But Coley's probably got more action than he expected too early.
Yes.
So time will tell.
We'll see
how it plays out.
All right, this one is from Chris Jenkins over on Instagram. He wants to know about stick curve preferences. He says, Lindros used what I remember as having a twist coffee curve. How have blade styles changed in preferences over the years? Any really unusual ones?
Well, it's funny he brought that up because I actually have a couple of Eric's sticks right here. I'm going to put them in the camera so you can kind of see. This is actually one that was used in a game. It's pretty straight. This is just one that's not taped. It's basically this.
That's looking like the old Cote pattern that Crosby
close,
uses. Yeah,
it's close.
Like nice, flat.
The cool thing about this one is, I will say quickly, it's pretty straight, but this one's signed by Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, Pepsi.
I didn't have anything. I had Michael Jordan sign a ball.
Okay.
And then I'm like, man, I'll get him on a stick as well.
That's great.
But going back to the question, most guys are using either P92 or P28. Some guys have custom.
Yeah.
But the majority of the league is using P92 or P28. A lot of guys have gone to the max blade height, especially
the thickness.
Yes,
yeah.
the height of the blade.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
For especially for guys taking face-offs, D-men. I think all D-men should have max blade height.
Obviously, centerman, face-offs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest change I've seen in the last few years. There's not really you don't measure sticks anymore. The P28 curves is a big. It's like for guys that like to toe drag and shoot. More skilled guys can use a P28. There are guys that use. I went back to the P92. I'm not skilled. I was missing a net by 5 feet with that thing. You got to have sick middies. But that's those two. I always like the P88. It's more of a straight. They call it the cane curve retail. But that's the biggest thing I've seen is or the most used sticks, are those 2 curves. Yeah. For the most part.
Yep. Great insight.
No one's using the
no one's using the Cote.
No. If they had the green gobby, they would.
Oh, man.
How about Datsuk, by the way, quickly, a few weeks ago, using his wasn't the green gobble, but he used the same stick.
Yeah,
the one that CCM made him that stick. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. A little different mitts, a little different style.
He's all right.
Jeez.
All right, we got one more. This one's from Six Pack Season.
Ooh. Damn.
Flyers have 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks as of right now for the upcoming draft. How many first and second-round picks do you think they'll own after the trade deadline?
I think it depends where they are.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's hard to speculate, just the way things are right now. But definitely.
We're in a wild card spot, by the way.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
It's very, very early, but they have fought their way back into that.
Yep.
I think it really comes down to where you are. I think, It's
I
like,
think so.
If they're in this position come trade deadline, do you think they'll add?
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
do you look to add there if you are going to make it, or we've talked about this a lot, staying patient.
Yeah. If they add, I don't think it's going to be a whole lot. It might,
Right.
maybe it's just something that just like timely that's available. I just can't imagine they're going to go. I say sell the farm, but you know what I mean. Give up too much to
Right.
Because I still think they know whether they're in that wild card spot or in a playoff spot that they're not really truly Stanley Cup contenders, right? So it's
Right.
like how much you're willing to give up, but
Although I will say, and I love saying it, you just got to get in.
you just got to
You
get. You're
never
right.
know.
You're right.
But
I don't want to
no,
diminish anybody's chances.
No, you're right. But what you're saying is totally correct. They're
And-
not.
Yeah. So it's generally the teams that like are really making an honest push, like
Right.
we'll make a little. I want to say a more of an aggressive move, but you might be willing to move a part of their organizational structure to get maybe I don't know, a veteran guy that whatever, one of those types of moves or two of those types
Right.
of moves.
Or
But,
yeah, exactly.
but time will tell. Yeah, I think that the team has to be like consistently playing consistently and trending in the direction that that seems to be in line with
Right.
the
Well,
the
last
organizational
year,
future.
look where we were at the deadline.
Right.
It looked really good, and then things kind of imploded.
Well, yeah,
but,
exactly.
you never know. So it's a great question.
It really is.
But it's hard to say until you're closer to that time. To me,
Yeah.
Unless something knocks your
Well,
blows
that's
your doors
exactly it.
away.
You don't know what type of conversations are being had behind
Right.
closed doors and what happens like with guys that become all of a sudden available that were never
Yeah.
available right now. And teams' willingness to move guys,
Right.
depending on their situation, right? So it's
Yeah.
a lot of weird things happen in hockey and sometimes unpredictable, a lot of times unpredictable, honestly. And it's always based on situations and timing, just where organizations are
Yeah.
in their
Yeah,
rebuild
exactly.
or where they're at in their development. So great question.
Yeah,
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Little unique
Riggs?
episode, 182.
Yeah.
Whew.
we got a little. Now we got to sit down for a little meet and
Oh,
greet.
meeting, yeah,
We got a
right?
little meeting going on.
So appreciate all the knuckleheads out there. Watch and support, ask good questions, interact on social media. Appreciate you all.
Yes.
Till next week for 183. Stay safe, knuckleheads.
See ya.